Hi, it's Will from StormTheCastle.com. See, this is my latest video. This is not a full tutorial. This is a take a look and give you some ideas. And I call it the Paper Blacksmith. This is part of the Starry Night Castle series of projects. And let's look inside. Isn't that cute? I like it. It's got everything a blacksmith needs, including an anvil and a forge, a workbench, a leg vise. And one of the things, bellows, coal. One of the things I like about this project is that beam work. It's really nice. So in this video, we'll take a look at just some of the basic building of it and the idea of it. So I mentioned earlier the beams, and that's one of my favorite parts of this project. See, when you do something like this, it adds a lot of depth and just gives you interesting looks and angles of inside. And I'll see, isn't that nice? And those beams aren't that, it took me a little bit to figure them out, but they're not that complicated. And this is all printed up on cardstock, 110-pound paper. So if you want to get it, here's the packet. It comes with, it's 38 pages long. It comes with full instructions on step-by-step on how to build it, tools and things, and every part. And then it comes also with, and the instructions can be printed on regular printer paper, but the parts here should be printed on cardstock, which you can buy at Walmart. And you just put it in your printer just like printer paper. And then these parts, you would cut them out and put them all together to make up the paper blacksmith shop. But it's interesting, the process like this is, if you want to do something like this, that's what this video is about mostly. I'll show you a little bit about how you approach a project like this so you can make one yourself of anything. It could be, any kind of a space that you'd like to do, like a room or something, or like I did the mead wine cellar. Here's the process here. So we use the index card paper that I just showed you can buy at Walmart or on Amazon. I'll give you a link. And you start out with your idea, and then you make a list of things that should go inside the building, inside the structure. And then draw yourself out a little floor plan like this, see? And that will change as you are building the project, but that's okay. But you can see that I made some changes here. For instance, I had 3 sets of beams in that, and I ended up only using 2. 3 was just too much. And then try out some sketches, particularly for anything that's a little complicated, that's got to fit within other things like the beamwork. And then the next step would be to just do mock-ups with plain index card paper with no worries about coloring, to get the sizes and all the relationships right and to keep the scale right. And with the beams, what we have here is actually, I wanted them to have depth, about 1/4 inch depth to them, so they actually were thick. But I had to get the size right, and then came up with a way to easily make them so they fold together 2 halves to make one whole beam structure. I'll show you a little bit more about that. See, so that's kind of what we got here is what we're looking at. How do we get between that? And I have a tutorial on the website. I'll give you a link to that. You can go look to see more about that beam structure and how I made it. Let's see how it's starting to come together. And then once it all comes together, get it all figured out with plain paper, then it would be colorized. Then you can do another one. See, there's the beam structure right there. There's shows you a little bit more how it's just mirrored images, and when put together, they make a whole. It's kind of interesting. I like that part of the project. And then then you draw them all out on paper and then colorize it all. And then you can print it up again and or scan it and then put it together. See, there's the beams that are colorized. The X's mean cut out those sections. 2 halves, and that's about it. So it's a fun project. I love paper projects. I got so many of them on my website. Check out stormthecastle.com, and more coming. I also wanted to show you a couple other ones, like this Tatabanco Lost Van Gogh. This is about a Van Gogh painting that is now lost to time. They don't know what happened to it, but there's still photographs of it. So that's this one, and you can make a little what would you call it, a Tatabanco box out of it. It's a little scene box. Give you everything. It's that. I'll give you the link to this video. This is a tutorial I did. I'll give you the link to this. You can go make that, download it for free, put it all together, and have a nice little Van Gogh scene box. I love that project. Hey, let's take a look at it completed. See, and it's all based on the original painting. There he is. There's Vincent walking with his easel and his paints. And one more. I mentioned the paper wine cellar. That's the first in this series from the Starry Night Castle series. Let's take a look at that one. I'll put the link to this one too if you'd like to make this one. And if you're a fan of mead, you might want to make it because it's actually a mead cellar. There you go. Another fun project. All the brickwork is really nice. Okay, thanks. Thanks for your support. If you'd like to help me out, support me on Patreon, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, pass this video around on social media. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.